Sanstapakastvam Sarvadharmaswarupakah Acharyanam Mahacharyo Ramakrishnayate Namaha. Yathagnirdahika Shakti Ramakrishne Sthita Hiya Sarva Vidya Swarupam Tam Sharadam Pranamamyaham. Paratatve Sadalino Ramakrishna Samagnaya Yo Dharmasthapanarato Virejam Tam Namamyaham. Kalinde Pullakamale Madhavena Kridarata Brahmananda Namastubhyam Sadguru Lokanayaka. Yogananda Premananda Chanye Vaye Chaparshadah Ramakrishna Gata Prana Sarvan Stan Pranamamyaham. Hari Om. This is a guided meditation session from Sri Ramakrishna Math, Mylapore, Chennai. It is more than a month now since our ashramas are locked down, as indeed the whole country is, and devotees are unable to come to the Math. Sri Ramakrishna says, Bhagavata, Bhakta, Bhagavan. All three are connected and one. In that sense, the Math misses the devotees as much as the devotees miss the Math. In an effort to reach out to the devotees, this guided meditation, which is regularly conducted every Monday evening, is now being recorded and telecast. Our bodies are in inertia, but mind continues to be restless. And this is especially so in the lockdown period. Because of the uncertainties, many people are losing their jobs. And we don't know how things will work out. So in this period of uncertainty and stress, meditation is one tool which can help us to maintain the inner peace balance. We will try to do that as we do regularly through a process which is familiar to all our initiated devotees. Before that, let us reflect a little on this parable of the two birds sitting on a tree, which is found in the Mundaka Upanishad. It is a well-known parable, but it is worth reflecting once again to discover its meaning. There are two birds sitting on the tree, the same tree. One bird is on the lower branch and the other is sitting high up in the tree. The bird on the lower branches, it's hopping around, busy, searching, seeking fruits and eating those fruits. It has to toil, it has to exert itself, And these fruits, some of them are sweet, some are indifferent, and some are bitter. So it is a mixed experience. And the bird swings between the experience of joy, sorrow, misery, depending on the kind of fruit it happens to eat. Once in a while it eats a very bitter fruit, and disgusted with the whole process of searching for the fruit and then finding such a rotten, bitter fruit, it looks up and it sees the other bird sitting peacefully, blissfully, silently, without seeking any fruits, without eating any fruits, but full of peace and bliss. The lower bird is surprised. How come this fellow sits there without eating anything, and yet so peaceful and blissful? This reflection is short-lived. It very soon gets back to its work of seeking and eating fruits. This goes on for some time until it once again eats a very bitter fruit. It stops, looks at the other bird, reflects on why this fellow is so peaceful, then reflects on its own condition. But every time it looks up like that, it hops maybe one branch above, moving towards the upper bird. It again forgets the whole reflection and gets back to eating the fruits. And when it has a very horrible experience of eating the most bitter fruit, then it is disgusted intensely and it starts reflecting deeper and looks up at the upper bird and hopes and wishes, I wish I had that peace. I wish I had that happiness. This continues until the lower bird slowly hops one branch to another branch and climbs and approaches the upper bird. As it approaches the upper bird, there is something strange happening. The lower bird is enveloped by the halo, the glow of the upper bird. This upper bird has golden plumage, its feathers are golden light. So as this lower bird approaches the upper bird, it is enveloped by this golden hue of the upper bird. There is more peace. There is less hankering for the fruits. And finally, just as it approaches and nears the upper bird, the lower bird vanishes. It becomes one with the upper bird. What remains is just one bird sitting above, peaceful, blissful. There is then this revelation that there never was a lower bird. It was only a mirage. All the while there was only one bird, the upper bird. Now in this parable it is very evident. The tree is our body. The lower bird is we ourselves. This body-mind-ego complex. The fruits are the sense experiences which we enjoy through our senses. As we continue to enjoy the senses and the sense objects, we experience sweet and bitter experiences. As we resolve to go higher up, to evolve, because we are fed up with these continuous sense experiences, we rise, we evolve, and a day comes, the day of enlightenment, when we realize, I was not the lower bird, I am the Atma. This is the parable. Now, the objective in narrating it is, we have to discover this upper bird and establish our relationship with it. Where is this upper bird? Do I look up into the heaven? Actually, this upper bird is not sitting somewhere in heaven. This is the tree, and it is sitting on the top branch of the tree. So where is it sitting? It is in the lotus of the heart. The upper bird is God, the Lord, and He resides in our heart. The Mahanarayana Upanishad says, in the citadel of the body, there is the small, sinless and pure lotus of the heart, which is the residence of the Supreme. So we have to discover this, the divinity within us. Sri Ramakrishna would now and then ask the devotees, well, what is your idea about me? Who am I? He would gauge the devotees' progress according to their reply. Some would say, you are a saint, you are a God man, you are an incarnation. Through that he would know how close they are coming towards the truth. And again, referring to his inner circle of devotees, he would say, if they can know two things, first, who I am, and second, who they are, and what their relationship to me is, if they know this, then they will not have to practice much discipline and austerity. Truly, the upper golden bird is our Ishtadevata, and for us, it is Sri Ramakrishna, and he resides in the lotus of the heart. So now, when we are missing the temples, the ashramas, we cannot go, we cannot offer our prayers, have darshan of the Lord. It is time for us to remember that we have to seek the Lord within our heart. When the things turn back to normal, we don't know when, we can all go again to the ashramas and temples, but until then, we should continuously strive to seek the Lord within our heart. We will do just that now. I will lead you through a simple process which is familiar to many of our devotees. It is a process where we try to gather in the mind and take it inside towards the lotus of the heart. The first step is chanting the Omkar. It is the vibration, the divine vibration of the universe. We try to feel that vibration within ourselves. It collects the mind, brings the mind to a focus. Then we concentrate on the body. I will be mentioning some parts of the body. You try to concentrate on that particular part. When the body becomes still and we are intensely aware of the body, then we go to the next stage, which is concentrating on the process of breathing. There is a direct connection between breath and our mind, between breath and our body. It is the link between the body and the mind. So after the body, we concentrate on breathing. It is not pranayama, it is simply observing every breath, being aware of every single breath. When we do this, the mind immediately is brought under control. Our rishis discovered this truth, that there is a direct connection between breathing and the mind, its function of thinking. It is our common experience that whenever the mind is disturbed by anger, fear, or lust, immediately the breathing pattern changes. It becomes shallow and rapid. So once they discovered this connection, they worked out a reverse engineering. By controlling breathing, they found out we can control how our mind thinks, the flow of thoughts. This is, in short, the essence of pranayama. Physical benefits also, but mainly the benefit of controlling the flow of energy in the form of thoughts. We will simply observe every breath. That awareness of breathing will calm the mind. In the next step after that, we will witness the mind. Swami Vivekananda would often remind us that we should develop two powers simultaneously. One is the power of concentration, and the other is the power of detachment. He would say develop both these powers together, concentration and detachment. So in this stage of witnessing the mind, we are detaching ourselves, this awareness which we have awakened, we detach ourselves from the thinking process by witnessing the mind. Mind functions with nama and rupa. There are images and there is a voice speaking. So we withdraw from these images which flit across the screen of the mind. Try to remain a witness, a sakshi. Then we try to again maintain this sakshi bhav towards the voice which is speaking continuously in the mind. It is a non-stop FM radio. There is a continuous narrative, multiple voices. And we identify ourselves with this voice. We say, I am this voice. So detaching ourselves from this voice is one important step. Once we do this, detaching from the images and the voice, then we come to the final stage where we visualize in the lotus of the heart. Where is this heart? It is in the center of the chest, where we feel intense emotions of happiness, fear. Intense feelings are sometimes experienced in the center of the chest. We visualize in that location a lotus and the form of our Ishtadevata, Sri Ramakrishna, and meditate on him. What do we mean by meditation? In our tradition, we begin with the Nama Japa. We are initiated, we have the mantra. We repeat the mantra, that is the Nama, and we visualize the Rupa of Ishtadevata. So the two functions of the mind are employed. There is this voice, and that voice is now asked to repeat the mantra. There is this faculty of imagining, of seeing the forms. It is given the form of the Lord. And we are fortunate, we have the real picture of Sri Ramakrishna. So we visualize the living form of Sri Ramakrishna and we utter the mantra, his mantra. This, when it deepens, will be meditation. Meditation cannot be done, it happens. It is not a process, suddenly you sit and you are into deep meditation. It is entering into that state where the mind is still and you discover the higher dimensions of your personality. And the experiences there are infinite. Nobody can limit and say, this is what is it. Our endeavor now will be to concentrate on our Ishtadevata. We'll begin now with Omkar. As I chant, You too, please chant the Omkar. It is not the volume that is important. The voice should come from inside. Try to bring it from your navel. Don't strain your vocal cords. Just feel the vibration inside you and try to be one with that vibration. Concentrate on the sound that you are creating, and slowly the mind will get concentrated inside.
Keep your eyes closed. Now focus on your body. Keep your eyes closed. Follow my instructions. We'll start from the feet. Intensely feel the part of the body I mentioned. Feel the soles of your feet. Upper feet, ankles, calf muscles, knees, thighs, waist. Feel from inside. Stomach, feel your chest, shoulders, feel the right hand, left hand, feel the palms, feel your fingers, feel your lower back, upper back, neck, face, relax your eyes, eyebrows,
Feel the stillness of your body. Be aware of the stillness of your body. See your body from inside. Feel the body from inside. Now observe your breathing. Breathe into your stomach. Gently breathe out. Watch every breath. Become one with your breath. If you find it difficult to concentrate, feel the air as it crosses your nostrils. If you still find it difficult, count your breathing backwards from 16 to 1. Count every breath backwards from 16 to 1. Concentrate on every breath. Now look into your mind. Be a witness. If images arise, let them flow. Remain a still witness. Be aware of yourself as the witness. You are watching the mind. Be still, be awake. Now listen to the voice in the mind. There is a voice speaking. Be a silent witness. See where the voice is coming from. Look inside. Detach. Be still. Be silent. Be aware of yourself as the witness. Now in the lotus of the heart, visualize the divine form of Sri Ramakrishna. Or any other form of the God that you worship. See the living form of the Lord. See the Lord seated on your lotus, smiling at you graciously. Hold the feet of the Lord. Place your head on the feet of the Lord. Surrender yourself. Pray for Gnana, Bhakti and Vairagya. Sit in front of the Lord. With folded hands, repeat his mantra. Bow down once again at the feet of the Lord. Pray for His grace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Be seated, keep your eyes closed. Now with the peace that you feel inside, think of people around you in the whole world and send your prayers for them. Let everyone be peaceful. Let everyone be noble. Let everyone be strong. Think of your friends, near and dear ones who need your prayer. Send them this prayer. Now gently open your eyes. You can sit in meditation or in this process of entering into meditation as long as you can, as time permits. Only make sure you are sitting in a comfortable, steady posture. As far as possible, try to keep the back, neck, head in a straight line. Make sure there is no stiffness in any part of the body. Request your family members not to disturb you. Switch off your phone. Earmark a definite period of time, minimum half an hour. If even that is not possible, 15 minutes, you should keep to have any real benefit. And as you go inside, concentrating on the Omkar, then the body, then the breath, and then withdrawing from the mind, and again concentrating that mind in the lotus of the heart, using the image and the mantra of the Ishtadevata. Try to feel the presence of the Lord inside you. He is the upper bird, the golden bird, our inner bird, the soul of our soul. Constant recollectedness of the Ishtadevata, visualizing Him sitting in our heart, speaking with Him, striking a conversation with Him. These are all tools which will help us to slowly mature in our spiritual practices and experience the bliss of meditation. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.